flute. My daddy a whole month. And his second job to buy me that flute. And he told me, you're going to play the flute. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What I will say is if I start to see, I'm looking for, but if the public starts to see, or those interested start to see Beyonce memorabilia or old pictures or gowns, you kind of know what eBay account to contact or who to get from there. Beehive, stay up. Moving on from the Beehive, without further ado, I'm going to bring to the stage one of the creators of the duo Spike and Isaac, the comical duo Spike and Isaac, to give us a little bit more about their new film, Side Effects, and what it's all about. Spike, jump straight in. Let us know when I'm introduce the rest of the cast, because it's a lot of us tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, it's dope. First of all, seeing the whole cast, majority of the cast together, shit looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Y'all already know y'all dope as hell. You know what I mean? Everything that we did was fire. Listen, Side Effects is, as I told y'all before, every time that we do something, it's always very topical. Whatever's going on in the world right now is what we try to base everything around. And for this particular one, obviously the vaccines is a big thing that's going on. So I just was thinking about when I was writing it, let me find a way to where I can make see all sides of the vaccine, not just, some people are real excited about it, they want it. Some people have their, drawbacks about it. So basically I'm just kind of showing both sides of it with this particular thing. And this is one particular film where I was talking to Isaac about and David, and was like, I'm going to kind of test out our acting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just doing our normal one role, let's go ahead and do a couple, So I hit up Isaac and David, and I said, yo, give me 3 different roles that you guys would all have always wanted to do. And both of them gave me them. I'm like, all right, let me see how I can find a way to make this into one film right here. You know what I'm saying? So went there, did it, wrote it up, and then come to find out, actually, it was supposed to be just me, Isaac, and David that played multiple roles, but Paige ended up getting another role. And it, it was how circumstantially, but she ended up playing 2 different roles. So and shit was dope, man. Shit was really dope. So I'm just happy that everybody came through and held it down. Of course, shit looks crazy. I'm the only one who's seen the motherfucking shit.
Yo, I was gonna say when I saw the trailer, when I saw the trailer a few days ago, I'm like, I am more excited to see Side Effects than I was to see Coming to America.
Damn.
All right, let's get it.
Damn.
And if you guys haven't already, head over to the Privilege Show Instagram, or head over to Spike Reed on Instagram, or Spike and Isaac, or any of the castmates. You'll get their Instagrams later in the episode. But this trailer that I saw, one of the clips, you guys are standing in the alley, all charactered out, and it ends with something or some deep voice or some demonic voice calling around, and then the clip ends there. So I'm ready to see and waiting to see what's going on. Y'all got me on the edge of my seat, to be honest with you. I'm a fan of you guys' work as always, and a critic of just good content. And you guys have been doing y'all thing. This honestly looks really, really well produced, just as well as the last projects that you guys have been working on. And yeah, I jumped into you early, Spike. I was excited to get you going on the mic, but now that it's quieted down a bit, I want to introduce co-hosts, the stars, the actresses and actors, the people who made this whole thing possible, along with Spike and Isaac. We're talking about the castmates of Side Effects, and not specific order. We have the host to the Privilege Show, producer and comedian and actor Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
We have actor David Chatham. Check his work out on IMDb. Search David Chatham, Chattam. Yep. We have renowned comedian Deshaun Ross, performance artist, actress, and creative Paige Ramsey, photographer, model, and creative artist Morgan Brian. It's a full house. Comedian, musician, and creative artist Tedra Nixon. Actress and model Destiny Keller. Thank you guys all for joining. Let me just interrupt to say that. Thank you guys for joining. Sion Mitchell. She's an actress and fashion designer. Thank you for joining. All of y'all look great. Y'all are representing. Y'all don't have on the African Coming to America thing, but y'all are all giving me what the privileged people what we need tonight. We have R&B soul musician, John. Be sure to check his latest project out, Blessed, Honored, and Lucky AF. I think I know.
Okay.
I think I know what the AF stands for, but I'll leave that.
Tell us so we all know.
Yeah. As fuck. How about John? Is it as fuck?
As fuck.
As fuck. Yeah. And you know what?
My
That's
mama
pretty,
about it too.
yeah, that's the motto for the year. I mean, I'm with that. Blessed, honored, and lucky as fuck. Like I'm here. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So let me ask you guys, how have you guys been together since the filming? Since you guys wrapped up the filming, have you guys had a cast rap party or any of that, or you kind of this is the first thing? Okay.
This is it. It's the start of it.
Privilege show. We're honored. We are honored. So Spike, you gave us a little bit about the background of, you know, how the film got started. And I really think that it's a genius idea. And I'm hoping that you guys get everything you deserve from this, as well as everything that you have coming in the future as well. So
appreciate you, brother.
Yes, always. I'm going to refer to you guys by your character name. That seems like it'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Vita.
We're gonna start with Vita.
Okay.
I love the name. So we're talking about Tedra. Her name in the film side effects is Vita. So Vita, Tedra, tell us a little bit about, you know, your character and, you know, the film, your experience with it, working with Spike.
Well, Spike asked me to be this character. He said, what's funny? He said, can you do Jamaican accent? And my only Jamaican reference was Hermes from Futurama. So I said, yeah, because I'm not gonna say no to fuck, like, oh, excuse me, the hell, like, I'm gonna say yeah. So I said, yeah. And I called my homegirl, who is actually like Bijan, and she's, you know, all that stuff. And she actually helped me learn the words. And then I went on set, and then I was it, period.
Killed it.
I didn't want to sound bad. Like, there was this whole thing, because Daniel Kaluuya just played Fred Hampton, right? So everybody's like, why are these British actors always taking American roles? And they're like, well, why do fucking black actors be botching fucking Jamaican accents all the time and nobody said that?
Oh, that was.
So I was like, you ain't gonna put me in that boat. I'm gonna practice because I'm no ma'am.
Yo, that's a good convo right there, because that was a big thing on Clubhouse conversation.
Yeah.
Clubhouse group where they were talking about coming to America, were people going to see it or were they not going to see it? And a lot of Nigerian people from the culture, our culture, they were in there talking about that they were offended that, you know, the directors and producers didn't take the time to really cast the right people and accents and all that. So you just touch on a thing we will dive back into, maybe not this episode, Tedra, but that's a point that maybe we can bring you back for a future episode on.
For sure. Thank you. And thank you guys for casting me. I had a good time. It was a good time.
Absolutely. And you played, so just so the viewers and listeners know, you played Vita and you were a vampire.
I am Isaac's character's wife, like a queen pin, and I keep him in line and do what I have to do.
Okay. You know what the whole vibe, the shade, the hair, everything is giving me what it needs. Yeah, it's perfect character, Spike. Man. Kudos.
Oh yeah.
I do music. I'm just feeling like a rapper today.
Yo, that's what it's about. Creativity comes from the soul. It's not made up, you know.
Yeah, she came through instantaneously and just killed it. I mean, like, as soon as I heard that accent and as soon as she came through, I'm like, oh, Tedra got this. So she killed that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tedra. Sure. Appreciate it.
I'm proud of you guys, for sure, for real. We're gonna head to the next in line, which is Celine Destiny. Destiny Keller. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good seeing everybody.
Absolutely. You all look great, and thank you for joining. So tell us a little bit about your experience as being Celine. It's Celine, right?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you have fun, and Spike and Isaac, they were great on set. You know, you could give us the real deal. You know, you could.
No,
you better not.
I'm just kidding. No,
don't say nothing.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. I got to play his second wife, and I've never played like a vampire before, so it was fun. We had like these fake teeth and like our little outfits and everything. Yeah. There's like this whole part where I have to eat somebody, and at first, like I was just it was a lot of fun because I was, you know, not really knowing what I was doing. I've never really eaten a person, and they were like more aggressive with it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I'm excited to see it. Right away when I read the script, I was like, what? This is funny. This is clever. Like, yeah, good job to everybody.
Yeah.
Kudos to you as well. well, Destiny. Now, what are some of the usual roles that you would take? Obviously, not a vampire or eating a man-eating zombie, but what are some of your usual roles that you like to pick up?
Well, it depends. Like I'm in like a theater academy right now, so I kind of just like go like for whatever they cast me in. But I got to play a stripper, a prostitute. I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to play. I did like an 18th century piece. Like right now, we're doing like more like Shakespearean things like that. So it just depends. I like a wide range of things. I like drama, comedy.
Yeah, cool. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Destiny, before we move on to our next castmate, where can the viewers and listeners find you? And I'm gonna jump back to you, Tedra, on that. But where can our viewers and listeners find you, Destiny?
Oh, on Instagram, it's Destiny Young is #1. I probably have to type it out if
No, I think that
it's
written
all
out
written
#1.
out. Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yep, Destiny
Young is
is #1. Yep, y'all heard it on the Privilege Show, heard it first. Tedra, let's jump back to you really quick before we move along.
Hello.
Where can our viewers and listeners find you at?
You can find me on Instagram under Betty Jane, BETTYIEJAYNE. And you can catch me on YouTube. I got a song called Stripper. The shit is popping, it's hot, so make sure you check it out. And I got a stripper competition that you can win $200, but you got to go to my Instagram. So make sure you check out my Instagram so you get some money, period.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Well put.
Is this the virtual stripping contest?
Huh?
This is a virtual stripping contest?
No, all you gotta do is, because my song just came out, right? So all you gotta do is send me a clip of you dance to my song. I don't care.
Love it.
Dance, work a little bit, granny drop. Just send me the video.
What's
The best
your
video.
What's the name of your song for the listeners and viewers?
It's called Stripper, but with an AH at the end, like stripper.
Stripper. Yeah, love it. Love it. Correct. You
Thank
are funny. You are funny. You are a character. Y'all know where to find her at. If not, check this episode out. Rewind it. Moving on, we have John.
Thank y'all for being on.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you
sure.
for
Thank
having
you
me.
guys. John, you played the character of Marley. Like, how was that experience? And what was it like? What was your experience on set?
I mean, yeah, it was really fun. It was like a fighting scene. I got shot. I was just Isaac's henchman, one of his henchmen, Rastaman. And then like honestly, I really don't even know that much of the movie. I'm learning about this just as much as you are. I didn't know he was gluing together 3 different characters and all this type of stuff. I'm like, wow, what's going on? One of my friends, he's also in the movie, and he was he's saying, it's a horror movie. He's doing this horror movie, so I get called for the movie, and I'm in like this like Shatas type movie. Weeks later, I find out like, no, this is the same movie. I said, what the fuck is Spike got going on over here? So I'm definitely super excited to see what the storyline is here and just like how everything comes together. It was like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. One creative producer that we all, I'm sure, know and love has been one person that I heard that moves like that when she creates, and that's Missy Elliott. I heard an interview recently that was like, yo, I didn't know what Missy was going to do. She, had a whole thing after it was done. I was just there for 10 minutes and she had this whole thing. So much love to that. Spike, did you have that in your mind to set it up that way? To not let the cast know kind of what you were up to? How did you segment that off? Like, to all of our writers and directors out there who are, aspiring and all of that. How did you think about that a certain way? What was your inspiration behind that?
Yeah, like, so generally most people, I just noticed from actors, and I mean, I act as well. A lot of people, when they get a script, they usually just read their part. Just like, usually people get a script, they'll go straight to like, all right, what do I got to say and shit. So everybody got the script, but I didn't really necessarily expect everybody to like read the whole thing. And I actually like it better that way because, I mean, if you want to read the whole thing, then by all means, but I like it better that way because that way you can just like, I like when you see it, you come into the film fresh. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know none of that. You can watch it as if you were a regular audience member. It just so happens that you in it. Like, you gonna know your part. You're gonna know the part, like John was saying, he gonna know his part. He gonna know that scene. But the rest of the story, nah, and I like it that way. I like everybody to kind of come into it because when we do the premiere and everybody gets to watch it, I like, to just get to see people's reactions, gauge how everybody feel about it. So,
that's pretty interesting. I like that. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it all comes together because, like I said, from the trailer, it looked seamless. It looked flawless. I wouldn't have expected it to be that either, John, to go to off your point. What is your nationality, by the way?
Well, I mean, I'm Jamaican. All four of my grandparents are Jamaican. I'm from St. Croix, Virgin Islands. So that's
Okay,
where I
so
was raised.
the
Yeah.
accent and everything, that was natural to just hop into.
Yeah. All that was definitely just super.
Okay,
smooth.
good. Well,
I told John, I told him beforehand, I said, hey John, you need to be my little, because what, like it's a comedy, right? So everything doesn't need to be perfect. But I just told John, I'm like, yo, if we do something crazy, like and we get out of pocket with our shit, just kind of let me know, because you actually are Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. But yeah, outside of that, it's a comedy, man. It's jokes. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
No, yeah. When I was reading the script, I was like super impressed, like with my part. But I was super impressed, like with the language and the dialect that was written into the script. It was really good. Like they definitely did a good job with that. I was like impressed with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And just to be clear, John also did some music for the film.
Very nice.
So for one of the scenes, John definitely put some background music. I'm gonna make sure we big up him for that. Appreciate you on that part.
That's what it's about. Yeah, kudos and love on that. Like, that's what it's about. I love to hear, one project leaking into another project, and artists still working together, and musicians bringing a thing, but acting as well. Like, that's how I feel like this whole thing is supposed to work together in our ecosystem for those who get it. Speaking about recurring roles, we're gonna head over to David. We're going to head over to David, who is playing the role of Samson, Leandro, and Iced Coffee. And David Chatham, you have been in multiple Spike and Isaac productions, Spike reproductions. And so we're happy to have you. So give us a little bit about yourself and your characters and your experience working with the Spike and Isaac crew, over time. Morgan, I know you've been a regular as well. We'll get to you soon. David, let us know your experience and your how this all came about for you.
Well, it came about because Isaac and I used to work at this
a job somewhere.
Yeah, at this place that we will keep nameless.
Right.
He found out I was an actor, and I knew that he was doing some comedic stuff, and he would always tell me about some projects that he had, coming up. He was like, man, I'm gonna put you on. And one day he did. And, it was just, we just kind of gelled, I guess I've done all but one Spike and Isaac.
Everyone but one.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I am just so thankful, for Spike and Isaac, because even though COVID hit and everything shut down, we've still been busy. And that's the main thing. As an actor, you got to always flex that muscle. And they've given a lot of people the opportunity to stay busy, and I have really appreciated that. And as far as side effects goes, just wait till you see Iced Coffee.
Wait till you see Iced Coffee.
I was excited. The name Iced Coffee, for one, it's like, is it cream in it? Is it, is it bland? Iced coffee, and I
just wait.
Just you guys' teeth in this makeup and aesthetic. Shout out to whoever the crew member of this is for that, because y'all teeth look like it was just years of just years.
Shout out to Morgan for that makeup, though. Morgan did the makeup for that one.
Morgan,
so shout out to Morgan.
And I was going to say, David, thank you for sharing that as well. Where can our listeners and viewers find you at? I know I dropped your name, which is pretty much your IG handle, I believe, but where would you like our listeners and viewers to find you at?
Yeah, Instagram is, I have Instagram and Facebook, and both of them are just under my name, David Chatham, no space.
Perfect.
Simple.
Yeah.
And John as well.
You got to keep it simple these days, because Isaac got the dot and the 7 at the end. It's a lot going on. But thanks for sharing that, David. And again, glad to have you.
Hey, Joe Bum, before you move on from David, though, so David is the only other guy that whenever I write these scripts, I'll send it. First thing I do is send it to Isaac, then I'll send it to David. And I wait for both of their reactions before I start sending it out to the rest of the cast, because it's like I know that they're gonna be my main guys, and I know they know what the fuck they talking about. So when I give it to both of them and they send it back, it's like, okay, cool. Dave will be like, yo, shit dope, whatever the case may be, and they'll be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's really it's Spike and Isaac, but you might want to throw Spike, Isaac, David on there. David legitimately has a major part in this shit. Every single one that we do. You know what I'm saying? That just need to be known.
Yeah, thanks for that clarity and that knowledge on that. Like I have seen David and you guys working together for quite a while, and yo, it just keep building. Like to have you go from Spike and Isaac to, you know, Spike, Isaac, David, and before, you know, like now Morgan and Destiny.
Spike and Isaac. They're the masterminds behind this. I'm just happy to be riding their coattails.
Yo, but you know what? I see I see you're dedicated to the craft. I see your wigs and things in the back. You know, I'm guessing I'm guessing that is for the character, you know. So you're dedicated to the craft, and that's what matters the most. And so
those are my heads of security back there.
Yo, they get it done. They get it done.
Before we move further, don't forget, we got to give John his IG, his social media, get all out there, John.
Thank you for coming back. Yep.
Yeah. Y'all can follow me at This Is John. Listen to Mind's Illusion off the tape. Blessed, honored, lucky as fuck. Link in the bio.
Yeah. We're gonna have you guys back again on some other episodes as the spring and summer unravel. Like it's a lot to talk about, and I'm interested to know you guys on the Privileged Show, and so are our privileged people.
And just for the heads up, as we go on with this episode, feel free, if you guys have already been interviewed, if you want to leave, you're welcome to do what you have to do. I know people are busy, or you're welcome to sit in and listen. Either way, it's your choice. You know what I mean? Just for the heads up.
Yep. On that. Paige.
Yes.
And then we're gonna back to Morgan. It's a lot of us. Sorry. You played an interesting character. It reminds me, Spike, if you will. I'm not sure if you're a fan of the Ryan Murphy series American Horror Story, but when I heard your character line, Paige, it reminds me of that. So it's your character's name, from my understanding, for our privileged people out there. Your character's name is Dorothy, and you play a 1920s woman trapped in time since the Titanic. So talk to us about that, because if you've been trapped since 1920, it's been what, 100 years? How long has it been?
About 100. It was supposed to be 1918, so a little over 100 years.
Wow. Great to have you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Dorothy was a really fun, interesting character. It's like a short part, but I think it's really important for the story. It kind of is like a little foreshadowing, I guess. So it was really, really fun to play. When Spike and I talked about it, we got on FaceTime together, and right after I read the script, and I was like, so what were you thinking about, like, the accent? Like, what were you thinking with the, and I just kind of threw something out there. I just did this kind of like, I want to say it's some combination of transatlantic, newsy, Southern, it just kind of mixed together.
So you said it. Now you have to give us a line.
I was gonna say that too.
Give us a line. Just give us one of your lines, if you
trying to remember one of the lines. Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, boys. Hey, gentlemen, you know, like a lot of that, like, hey.
Got it.
Did you say, hey?
Very hospitable.
Yeah, it kind of morphed as the scene went on, like, without my control, really. It just turned into some, I don't know, but
it became its own. Yeah.
It really became Dorothy is a very interesting, weird person. So I think it worked.
Got you. That's cool. I appreciate your you sharing that. And that made me laugh. Even you just doing your reading your line. Like this is huge. To catch our listeners up and to refresh the room, as the Clubhouse culture says, we are meeting with the cast and crew of the new Spike and Isaac film called Side Effects that will be out this upcoming Saturday for the cast premiere, and this upcoming Sunday as a worldwide premiere. Be sure to check out on Instagram and YouTube, Spike Reed. So with that being said, we're gonna keep this train on moving. We have Morgan Brian. thank you, Morgan, who plays Cleopatra Brown. You look
Yeah.
love your ponytail. You obviously,
Thank you.
yeah, you're obviously on set somewhere. So talk to us about this beautiful name of Cleopatra Brown and what your character and a little bit about, what you're given in the film.
Cleopatra Brown, that was probably the most funnest character I had to play. She was from the 70s. She was very much like Austin Powers, Beyonce. I don't know if the movie's called, but Beyonce played in that movie.
Goldmember.
Yeah, Goldmember. Yes.
Cleopatra. She was Foxy Cleopatra.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
And so that character was so much fun because I got to, not be myself, but like, play with the character and just have fun with it. And that's what I enjoyed most about it. So I feel like I killed it.
Yeah, she did. Morgan did. Yeah,
Yes.
Morgan did a very good job. The thing with Morgan is she never knew about any Black exploitation. She had no idea about the 70s films that were kind of basing this around. So we took it to YouTube, and once she saw it, she said, "Oh, I got this." She landed it perfectly. She did a great job. She came through with the makeup. She always comes through. So definitely appreciate her having part of the cast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Cleopatra Brown, that name is everything 1970s, and yeah, I'm excited to see Morgan Brian as Cleopatra Brown and
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
She
really did kill it.
Absolutely. And now, Megan, not rushing you off. What other things have you done acting wise? Like, what are your roles that you love to do? Like, is this your typical role that you would like to take on?
No, I say that I'm pretty open when it comes to roles. I like more serious roles, more like drama or, but comedy is something that I've been working on with Spike and Isaac. I've been in a few of their shows. So I say I'm open to anything. I'm more excited to, I guess, get out there more and, start auditioning for more roles. The pandemic definitely slowed everything down. So Spike and Isaac definitely gave us, a bit more motivation to get out there more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's
where can we find you at?
Yeah. Good. Wait, let me say this really quick before you head out. It's good to hear that one. And also I wish you and all of you guys, the best as you continue onto this platform in or outside of Hollywood. Yeah, like keep doing your thing, and I hope you get the roles and opportunities you all want. Where can our listeners and viewers find you at, Morgan, just on the safe side so they can stay in touch? Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Morgan Brian.
Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Mine is easy. Yes.
Yeah,
simple.
Yes, very simple. I think we're not done yet. We have the beautiful
Deshaun. We have Sion.
We're not done. I was getting we have the beautiful, the talented, the amazing. She played Serenity in Spike and Isaac's new film, Side Effects. Her name is Sion. Talk to us. How are you?
Yeah.
What's up, you guys?
Glad
How are
to
you
have
guys?
you.
Thanks for having me, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about your experience and playing a vampire in the film. Is this your first time working with Spike?
Yeah, so we've been trying to work together, I feel like, for a long time now. And he's like, I'm gonna get you in a role, for sure. And so when he sent me the script and it was a vampire, I'm like, okay, thanks, vampire blood. I could dig it. So it was cool actually getting to play that role. And one of the things that's like with the fangs, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a hard time talking, so can I do an accent? And I just was like, let me throw an accent in there. So I was like, I used a British accent because I felt like that was like the easiest I could talk with the fangs and stuff like that. So and I feel like it worked out.
It did.
It
did.
Now, did you do any prepping or research before this for characters? Like, did you research any other Black actresses who played vampires before?
I did not.
Okay, that's honest. Yo, that's honest.
Yeah.
Because I was you going straight from the gut. You and that's where it comes from. I mean, I'm one, creative director and among many things, but I don't like to research or do certain research on other people's things, so you can keep it authentic to yourself. But I was going to say, you know, playing a role of a vampire, especially a Black female vampire, you know, in these days, we want it to be comical, but we also want it to be believable. My first thing would have been, me personally, would have been to research Angela Bassett, especially if you had those braids, you know, with the whole thing, you know. But other than that, listen, I'm excited to see you bring your creativity to it. You know what I'm saying, and what you're about. So, was this your first acting gig, or have you done work prior to this?
I've done work prior to this.
Yeah.
I would say like a multi different genres, comedy, drama, just various different types of roles and stuff like that. So this was definitely fun to add to my bucket of roles playing a vampire, and I also got a chance to eat a human as well. So that was fun.
Wow. So this
She did very well.
you guys were cannibals, true cannibals.
She did very well. She landed the role perfectly. The accent, I thought, was the icing on the cake. It was necessary. It wasn't, you gotta understand, this is 1700, 1600, whatever it is, not very many American vampires. So it was good to see her,
and
you
that
know, with the accent. She killed it.
Yeah, that's so true. You know, I'm just gonna we have Deshaun. I'm gonna say, Spike, you did great with this casting. You know, seeing these faces, hearing their stories, hearing about their characters, and we have Deshaun. Last but definitely not least, we have Deshaun Ross, who has his whole own thing going on top of this side effects cast. But Spike, you did an amazing job with the casting. I can see from the energy, I can see from the authenticity within their creatives. You know, their stories, their different variety of people here, and I'm excited to see it now. Where can we find you at, Sion? Where can the where can the viewers and listeners find you at?
So I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well. Just Sion Mitchell, Tion Mitchell.
Perfect.
Before we go past from Sion, so with her, like she said, I've been trying to work with her for a minute, and so we actually had the last film that we did, and there was a role in there for it, but like I know, like Sion's actually like she's like a legit like fire ass actress. So I was not trying to have her be in this little small ass role that was available on the last one. So I was like, you know what? Let me write you something in particular, as opposed to having her, you know what I'm saying, just like kind of like a role that I just like needed filled, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I got to work with her on this one and many more, and it's kind of the same way too with Destiny. They both kind of came in the same way. It's like, damn, both of them are like really, really good. And I like working with both of them. So I'm like, all right, let me start like this one, and in future, let me just like write them in more stuff, you know what I'm saying? Bigger, specific things for us. So, you know, she came, and then the fact that Sion came up with that accent on the spot and did all that, I was like, oh yeah, we got a long future with her and Destiny as well. Like this, it was legit,
this is exciting times. I mean, like, we're here. We're here, y'all are here, and I'm excited. Now, I was gonna say, before we go to Deshaun, and don't take this any kind of way, because I usually don't like doing this. I don't like saying someone looks like somebody, but you do give me Kimberly Elise a bit. You're,
Sion. Oh, see, sure. I don't see it.
No, I'm not saying like, okay, never mind. Moving on. Deshaun Ross, comedy, what's good? We have.
I got you, Sion. I got you, girl. I got you.
Kimberly Elise is beautiful, black, beautiful.
She's very beautiful.
She is. No offense. You know that's no offense. And anyway. Deshaun Ross, last but not least, how are you, brother? I see you just took a quick sip. I have my last shot that I saved exactly for you. I'm gonna take
cheers, brother.
Cheers. So you actually came in this thing and you played Goliath. So I hear Goliath. When I think of Goliath, I think of as a mighty strong force, So talk to us about what Goliath was doing and what Deshaun Ross was doing, in the film Side Effects, and a little bit about, your background and your acting career or comedy. Talk to us about that.
So when they hit me, the first thing, can you do a Jamaican accent? No, not even a little bit. I can't. I'm not good at it. And so the first thing I thought of was Dave Chappelle in Half Baked. Like I know out of all the things I could have thought of, and I was thinking like right near the beach. Boy. It's one of my favorite movies. And I told him, I said, dude, I'm not good with accents. I don't like, nope. So he was like, that's okay. I was like, are you sure? I don't know if you know how bad this is gonna sound. But if you okay with it, then hey, I'm good with it, man. So I came out there, we stand on this beach water, quite chilly that day. And I delivered probably the worst Jamaican accent lines that has ever been delivered as a Jamaican. Like I feel like when people see it that are Jamaican or of any descent like that, they're gonna like spit at me.
Give us a little sample. Give the listeners a little sample of how it sounds.
That was it. Right near the beach.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
it was
good.
terrible.
Oh
So
man!
outside of playing Goliath and side effects, the new film by Spike and Isaac, by all of you guys. What is your day to day? You're a comedian in and out, day in, day out.
Not out. I'm just in. I just do comedy. I've been
I hear that.
I had to. Well, the pandemic was like, nah, man, you ain't touring for a while. So then that made me start jumping on my social media. And so I've been posting videos every day for a minute now since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because wasn't no comedy clubs open. They starting to slowly open back up now. But it made me realize you need to have more streams of income. You need to have multiples because the pandemic really messed that things up. So I was like, all right, so I got to jump on a few other things now. So now I'm writing more, doing my social media, and then some like other stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal though.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say because usually when we say some other stuff, we all look like, oh, okay. We don't even ask no questions. We just be like, oh, okay,
Let me just say,
business with that.
Deshaun is a very, very talented comedian. Like, I mean, he's the kind of guy that can go into a room, whether black or white, and get a standing ovation. That's not just because he's my friend, but because he actually is that good. A little underrated, you know. I think now lately what he's been doing with his social media is going to up his game. It's gonna up his price because he's one of the funniest guys in comedy, hands down. You know, that's just what it is. I'm sorry, I've been just enough shows to understand what I'm watching. So I like to look to Deshaun for advice when it comes to comedic roles or doing comedy or just, you know, getting on the social media path because I respect his, you know, his word. So I just want to put that out there.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, you know, again, Spike, you did an amazing job with casting everybody, and you know the names down to the costumes. If you guys haven't, please check out the trailer on Spike's Instagram page or Isaac's Instagram page. Any of the IGs, check out the trailer. And get prepared for this upcoming premiere, this upcoming release. Spike Reed, before we head up out of here, I want to give you the floor to share any last things you may have to your castmates, this being technically you guys' virtual rap party. What do you have to say to your castmates?
Hold on. Before you go there, we need Deshaun to drop his information.
Yes, please. I thought I said
so. My social media across the board is Deshaun Ross Comedy. I changed it in the thing right there. That's how you spelled it. So it's DSEAN Ross Comedy. So it's Deseen Ross. That's the way people think about it when you say Deshaun. Deseen. And if you can't spell Ross or comedy, you probably shouldn't even be on YouTube right now.
They probably shop at Ross. I mean, Eddie Murphy has been for a long time.
So and then find me on there, follow me, and comment and share these videos. It takes nothing to hit the share button, people. Oh yes, and Sion, I just went to yours page. I had because I didn't know the whole cast yet. I didn't meet everybody yet. Her and Destiny were new to me. I ain't never met them before.
You know what? That's true honesty.
Virtually meet you.
True honesty. Side note before Spike takes the floor, support takes nothing.
It does.
Support takes nothing but a tap for a heart. Support takes nothing but a share to the story. Support takes nothing but an extra post to the gram.
More now.
Of people that you say you care about, of people that you say you support. I'm gonna
talk your
drop
shit,
the
boy.
mic, and I'm gonna give the mic to Spike Reed to say some
Man.
final words before we head up out of here, and before I say it, so I don't say it again. Thank you guys again, all of you, for joining. From Sion to David to Morgan to John, to Destiny, to Deshaun, to Tedra, to Paige, to Cecily, to Isaac, to Spike. Like, yo, we just getting started this year. This year is just starting for all of us individually, all you guys that are part of the project. Again, listeners and viewers of The Privilege Show, check us out every Monday. Listen to this episode, rewind this episode, find some motivation from the episode, and be sure to click the links that we talked about in this episode. Last but not least, Spike Reed, please take the floor. And again, congrats to you and all success and much success to your upcoming projects and this project Side Effects.
Yeah, brother, man. How to follow that up? God damn.
Woo!
All right. Nah, hey, Jovan, appreciate you as always. Cess, you as well. You know, definitely. Listen, for this particular film, it was probably the most fun to shoot, playing these multiple different roles, getting all these great, talented people in, you know, in different parts. Obviously, you know, I like to be, every time we shoot, I like to work with the same people. So, you know, periodically you'll get somebody on that's like new that wants to shoot and be cool with them, and they're good, they're talented, and we want to like, we'll do that. But I generally like to use the same people. I know what they do. I know that they're good energy, and like, you know, I'm cool. Like, these are my peoples, you know what I'm saying? So definitely want to, you know, me and Isaac gonna keep shooting these, man. Get people at very minimum. I'm talking about from like me, Isaac, and we got a big plan with this. You know what I'm saying? We got something really big that we're working on for the people that come and go. I mean, at very minimum, man, you got something for your real. You know what I'm saying? So if I could help in any way, if you know, some people need stuff for their real, anything like that. If I can help any way, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just want to see everybody shine. That's the goal here. So you know, obviously shout out to the whole cast. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit y'all individually for like whenever. I'm probably gonna do a cast premiere on Saturday. I'll keep y'all posted on that. And the film gonna come out on Sunday. And man, I wanted to have a rap party for real, but this works. This won't work for me. It's just as good.
I was gonna say, if you decide something, you know, just shoot the text message, and you know, hopefully everybody can, whoever can make it. If not, like I'm glad you guys could at least see each other before the film airs.
Yeah, and when we do the premiere, you know, you and Cess is invited, so you know, y'all for sure invited to that.
Always in there, yes.
So yeah, just, you know, shout out to the crew, shout out to the cast. Man, just get prepared. This one's gonna be great, and just as usual, we're gonna hit you with another one right after it. So just be prepared for the next one.
Yo, as we say, another win. You know, stay safe, stay tuned, stay creative, all that good stuff. And thank you guys for joining the Socially Charged, Debatable, and Dope. It's been a long one. The Socially Charged, Debatable, and Dope Privilege Show, airing every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on HausHill Entertainment Network, one of the best networks who helps promote and support creatives around the world. If you haven't already, download that HausHill Entertainment app for Google Play and iOS devices. It's totally free. Until next time, I appreciate all of y'all. Beautiful, bold, variety, bountiful, blessed people. Thank y'all. Y'all stay safe.
Yes, sir. Love.
Yes, sir.
Love. Peace. Y'all stay creative.
Having a
Thank you, brother.